What's going on? It's Matt Plapp, America's Best Restaurants, live every Thursday, 5 o'clock. I'm back. Doug was in here for me last week. I was on vacation, but I'm back in the studio today. And does anybody else like dancing when that music hits? I do. So let's talk about America's Best Restaurants live and what the show's all about. So you can see on the side of the screen some things we've got coming up. We're going to be live on the road with my man, Luis, and video extraordinaire, Austin. They are in Indianapolis, Indiana today. We're going to also preview a restaurant from Northern Kentucky, just down the road, Covington, called Cedar. And man, wait till you see these chicken and waffles. We're also going to hear from places we visited. But first, let's talk about what we're doing and why. So about 3 years ago, I had this vision. I had this vision of a platform where restaurants could control the narrative. Because you see, most of restaurants' traffic online comes from places that they don't dictate what it actually says. And I had this idea for America's Best Restaurants. We had played with the idea, a couple things with regards to producing video and content. The problem was it was Matt Plapp and Ashley Sparks back then and a couple other people. Now, fast forward today, it's Matt and a huge team. America's Best, actually, we just got back from Las Vegas. And Las Vegas, we had 17 of us out there going over the road trip stuff in these episodes. So what do we do? Our vision is over the next 5 years to put 30 to 50 vans on the road across the country, visiting independent restaurants that consumers need to know about. We're not going to the place that nobody wants to know about, that's not good, that has bad reviews, that has bad service. We're going to the place that you tell us is great, that we find out is great. You know what? We've actually found a few restaurants that are awesome that had bad reviews on those popular sites like Yelp and Google. We want to find out from the owners what they're all about. And we visit these restaurants. We feature them on America's Best Restaurants. The episodes air on YouTube. Right now, there's 3 a day. Pretty soon, we'll be bumping up to 4 a day. And if you can imagine, in 5 years, when let's just say there's 40 vans or so, and they're filming 8 episodes Monday through Thursday, you do the math. There's going to be a lot of episodes out there. And there's also going to be a lot of jumbo episodes where we tell these stories. But our big vision was to give the control back to the independent restaurant operator. Let you tell the story. Because as we grow, America's Best Restaurants is going to become a platform that features every independent restaurant in the country that you need to know about. It's going to have their story, the owner's story, the food, the menu, the directions, the social links, all of that great information. The part that I love the most is the story, the why. This week, when we were in Vegas, we stopped by 2 restaurants we had previously filmed, Slater's 50/50, and then we went down the street to Henderson to Water Street Pizzeria. And having dinner there and talking to the owners about their restaurant and about the last 2.5 to 3 years of them getting into the pizza business and their connection with customers is why we created America's Best Restaurants, is to help them tell that story. But the other aspect is both of those restaurants are also restaurants that investigated America's Best Restaurants, our other division, our restaurant marketing division. And the owners of Water Street said, hey, we're looking for help at getting our message out to consumers. What else can you do? We see that you do email and texting and Facebook and Instagram, and you help with in-store marketing, you help with our website marketing. We want to know about that. And so we're on a mission to not only help publicize the story of these restaurant owners, but to help them get an unfair advantage over the big boys. There's a saying I like to say to people: you can either outspend or you can outsmart the big boys. And let's face it, you can't outspend Chick-fil-A. I'll set the scene. I'm in Savannah, Georgia for Cole's football camp 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, week and a half. I pull up, there's 4 restaurants. There's a Chick-fil-A with double drive-thrus and cars down the street. Meanwhile, and it's 2:30, by the way. Meanwhile, these other restaurants are empty. Why are they empty? Because they don't have the brand recognition, the following, the loyalty, the marketing dollars and opportunities that a brand like Chick-fil-A has. Our goal is to switch that, because you're right, you can't outspend, but you can outsmart. And you're going to see some things coming in the next couple of weeks of a case study we're going to release about how even the big boys aren't using customer data the right way. So that's what America's Best Restaurants is about. Attract, build, retain. How do we help you as an independent restaurant owner attract attention of consumers through our media? How do we assist you or advise you on how to build a database. Because you know what? A lot of the restaurants we visit, there is no relationship in a business world down the road, but there is advice. And we've got a team of 40 plus people on the marketing side that know how to build databases for restaurants and then know how to use them. And the last part is that using them part, retention. We're teaching and helping restaurants understand the correct way to re-engage your customers online, on email, and on text. So that's what America's Best Restaurants is all about. So next, we're going to go up into, we're going to look at this episode we got coming up. We're going to showcase an episode, and these episodes are meant to be organic. We're not the Food Network with 40 cameras and all sorts of fancy stuff, but we do have some pretty high-end gear. We have an awesome Mercedes van on the East Coast and West Coast, and we have even better videographers and hosts. So in this episode, we're going to visit Cedar, where my man Doug Smith visits the owner, Jeremy, and also sits down with the chef, Zach. And they talk about a meal. I think I call it the Fat Zach, but the one thing I'm going to let you know, you're going to be hungry. So get ready. Go ahead and make your plans of that local independent restaurant you're going to go visit in about a half hour, because when you see the chicken and waffles, you're going to love it. Let's go check out Cedar.
I'm Doug with America's Best Restaurants. We travel the country from coast to coast to find restaurants that you should dine at on a weekly basis. We're in Covington, Kentucky, northern Kentucky. The Ohio River's just a little bit down that way. We're at Cedar. This is Jeremy. He's the owner, along with his dad. It's a family affair. So Jeremy, tell us, what is Cedar?
Cedar, in a nutshell, is a vacation. Everything we aspire to do is based around that platform. We want our guests to come in. We want them to unplug, relax, and just have a cocktail or two and really feel like they're on vacation. Everything we do from the front door to the back door is 100% based around that. The food, the beverage, the atmosphere. That's basically Cedar in a nutshell.
Now, one unique thing you said back in the kitchen, no freezer, no microwave.
Not at all. No, we when you look at our ingredients and you look at our menu, we're not working with anything super special. We're taking good quality ingredients and we're just treating them the right way. We're not putting them in a microwave. We're not putting them in a freezer.
In the atmosphere of this building is old, right?
It's super old. It's the date's right there, 1865. It's an old building. It's a lot to keep up with, but it's worth it. It's got a lot of that raw character, the exposed brick, the exposed stone. This is a unique building and just such a unique neighborhood. So,
one of the things I can vouch for, I've been here several times myself. No kidding, this place is rock star city. So, there's 3 menu items that we always profile, at least 3, sometimes a little more. We're going to go with 3 menu items. We're also going to do a couple drinks, right?
We're going to do a couple drinks
as
well,
right.
Yeah.
What are we going to profile?
We're going to talk about our Fat Zach, which is a menu item created by our head chef. We're going to do the chicken and waffles, our twist on chicken and waffles with a chicken thigh. And then I think the third one, we were going to do the hangover, which is our #1 seller. We sell close to 2,000 of them a month. Yeah, it's a hot dish. And then the drinks we're going to do are Junk in the Trunk Bloody Mary. It's a Bloody Mary we make ourselves. And then the Cedar Mosa, which is a twist on a mimosa with a strawberry puree. And then a coffee drink. I told her to pick a coffee drink, so I'm not sure what the coffee drink's going to be. It's going to be a surprise.
I love it. I love surprises. So we have 3 food items, 3 drinks. Tell you what, you come with us. Let's go inside and check out Cedar. We are back. We are inside Cedar. We've switched things up. We have Zach. He's the head chef. Zach used to be a school teacher, right?
I was a Spanish teacher for about 9 years.
Okay, cool. Jeremy mentioned outside we had 3 food items and 3 drinks. Lo and behold, we have 3 food items and 3 drinks. So let's start right in front of you. That is a masterpiece.
Thank you so much. No, this is probably our second most popular dish every weekend. This is our chicken and waffles. And along with the waffle, we have our breaded chicken thighs, along with some candied bacon that we top it with, very spicy, as well as the hot honey that we put with it, which is a spicy honey. So it's a little bit of a spicier dish, but it's our take on chicken and waffles.
Well, and I was going to dive into that, but Austin, our videographer, the guy behind the camera, came out from the kitchen and laid claim to it already.
He has dibs. Okay.
I'm going to honor him, and I won't dive into
All right,
this one.
we'll let him have that one.
At least on camera. Item number 2.
So this is our most popular dish. This is our hangover, and it's our take on a hash bowl. We put chorizo in it along with the potatoes, and we top it with jalapenos, a spicy crema, some pico de gallo on the side, and eggs on top with a little bit of cilantro and avocado.
All right, so what makes this the most popular item? Just because it's a little bit of everything, you think?
I think it's people recognize it the most as if we get a lot of new customers, and so a lot of new guests. And when they come in, they see something that is recognizable. It's potatoes, the chorizo, eggs. They know what they're gonna get, so it's a safe bet. And then when they come back, they usually end up trying some of the more different stuff they may not have seen before. Yeah.
All right, now speaking of the different stuff, this one is your namesake, right?
This is the Fat Zach.
You're not fat.
I am not fat.
Okay.
I am not that fat. And we named it the Fat Zach. We couldn't think of what to call it, but a gordita, an authentic gordita, Mexican gordita, is like a sack. And that's a little vulgar, so we decided to just name it after me because my name rhymes. So that's how the Fat Zach came to be. But it's an authentic Mexican gordita stuffed with chorizo, shredded chicken, and scrambled egg. And then on top, we have the spicy crema and a pineapple pico that we put with it. Our potatoes have the hot honey, the same hot honey that comes on the chicken and waffles, along with the spicy crema as well.
All right, fantastic. These are just 3 of the food items. Again, full menu. You need to come down and check this out. But to wash down the food, you need a drink or two. So
that's right.
You are well versed. You're not just the food guy, you're the beverage guy as well. So what are we looking at here?
So we're looking at probably the most famous mimosa we have. People come mostly for the Bloody Marys and the mimosas. This is our Cedar Mosa. It's got a strawberry puree that we make from scratch in the back, along with champagne and orange juice. Over here we have a Bloody Mary. And this Bloody Mary is called our junk in the trunk because, as you can see, it has all the junk inside of it there. Shrimp, our candied bacon, the pickled carrot and jalapeno olive, all that stuffed in there. And then last but not least, a coffee drink, cold coffee drink. It's our cold brew that we get ready every week, and it steeps for a couple days. And we put an Irish cream in there, a bourbon cream, Kentucky bourbon cream, which is the Buffalo Trace one.
Nice.
And so coffee, bourbon cream, and some whipped cream on top. You got yourself a coffee drink.
I'll tell you what, I forgot to grab a fork, so since I won't eat, I'm just gonna.
Oh, I'll try one of this one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, thanks for having us. So, I won't touch the waffle, otherwise Austin will get mad.
Yeah.
But I can have this. This is a dang good drink.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Holy cow. Hold on. I gotta wet my palate. You can find him on social media, find him on the website, and also Cedar has a full listing right here on americasbestrestaurants.com. So come down, check him out. If you live in the Northern Kentucky area, this is certainly a place you need to be at on a weekly basis because that's the essence of our show. And if you're visiting the Cincinnati area, maybe you're coming into town for a ball game, it's a hop, skip, and a jump across the river. You're coming in town for a Bengals game or an FC Cincinnati game or whatever else, right across the river, you will find Cedar. So I'm going to put the fruit in. I'm going to have another drink. One more toast.
Cheers.
Sweet. This is ours. You want any of it, you got to come down. I'm going to have another sip. We're out.
So let's talk about America's best restaurants and restaurants like that. The concept is simple: helping people who should know about an awesome restaurant find out about it. And guess what? That's the first time I've ever heard of Cedar. I live in Union, Kentucky. I go to Covington all the time. Never knew it existed. Didn't even know it existed until I saw the agenda today that we were featuring Cedar. I went to YouTube to brush up and see what Cedar's all about. And I'm like, holy crap, it's in Covington. Holy crap, those chicken and waffles look fire. Or as my man Luis will say later, certified legit. So if you're an independent operator, Think about the number of people who do not know you. And a simple maybe share on Facebook won't tell the story, but a video like that, some footage about the chicken and waffles and a product that you go, holy crap, I got to go there. I promise you, I will be there in the next couple of weeks. So on to the next segment. We're going to talk about testimonials because you know what? Don't take my word for it. Take the word of it, the people who we visited. And so what we did was put together a little compilation of where we asked people, we've come to your restaurant. What's it been like to work with us? What's it like, the show, the shooting? Are we shutting your restaurant down for days like other networks? No, it's literally not shutting down at all. And it takes about a half hour to 45 minutes, by the way. But instead of hearing it from Matt Plapp, let's hear it from people that we filmed at. Let's go to some testimonials from ABR visits.
You guys are awesome, man. I'm envious. I'm almost coming with you guys. So are you hiring? No. This is great. Thanks for coming out. You guys are super amicable, super friendly, easy to get along with. You like to cut up and have a good time like myself. It's a great experience, Luis. Thank you so much.
Great bunch of guys. Love working with them. Hope this is a win-win situation for both of us. And we both make a lot of money. Because that's what it's all about today, making some money.
Fantastic.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for taking your time and coming out to Rick's Tavern and Grill in Fairfield, Ohio. I'm so grateful for the experience and great advice, you guys, and thank you so much. Fantastic experience.
If your restaurant has an opportunity to do this and you don't, you're doing something wrong.
Thanks, all.
It was wonderful. These guys were great. They're very creative, and it was a good working experience with these guys.
It was amazing. It was real easy. You guys were great to work with. Definitely set the expectation early on, so we knew every step of the way what to expect, where we were going, and I think it was quite successful.
Today's been a wonderful day. The fact that you guys are doing that and helping all the little mom and pop shops around is awesome. It's not something I've ever seen. You guys just helped us out a lot. We're just opening up. Everybody thought we would never succeed, and to have you guys come here, you know, hands down, I appreciate you guys. Y'all been a blessing for us, and hopefully we're going to be able to see you guys soon.
Awesome. You guys are great. Very easy, laid back, very appreciative, and it was a lot of fun.
It was great. Super easy. Guys were in and out. Ryan and Luis, super nice guys. Made it super easy for us to showcase our restaurant and our food.
Our experience was wonderful. I mean, from our first phone call to kind of learning about what you guys do. So appreciative that you thought of us, to come here today. Super professional, super great. Loved all the feedback. Super great to work with. We can go on and on about how wonderful our experience was.
And it was quick and painless.
I tell you what, I was super excited when you guys said you were coming, and then when you showed up, you definitely fulfilled it. The energy and the power and the interest in what we do really made this thing an amazing experience.
I had a ball. Oh my God, what fun this was. Really nice support. It's affirming to have people who are industry savvy to come in and give you that pat on the back that so often we don't get. And reaffirm that what you're doing is right, you're on track, and bye. It was a total win-win situation. I'm so glad that yesterday I didn't blow the phone call off, because there was a part of me that was like, yeah, what are you giving me for free? Come on, you know. So it was so much fun. Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it.
Luis, are you rocking to that beat? Did you hear that beat?
I love that transition.
So Luis, my man, certified legit. If you saw the episode that I just saw a couple minutes ago, that chicken and waffles at Cedar and Covington, are we going there next time you're in town?
Oh, absolutely. It's happening. 100%.
Okay, so we're on the road every day. We're talking the restaurants. We got to see a couple of them and have lunch and dinner with them on Monday and Tuesday in Vegas at our retreat. And then you saw the testimonials there. One thing I like to talk to restaurants about is there are no strings attached, but there's opportunity. And you heard it from those people. Like, a lot of people are skeptical. Hey, you're going to show up and they're going to sell me a timeshare. Well, the fact of it is the van that you guys are sitting in right now and to put that production on is about 35 to 40 grand a month. So guess what? We're investing in the 120 or so restaurants we're going to visit every month. All we're looking to do is build a company that spreads the word about badass restaurants like you visited today. So one, show the audience the ceiling in Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Mercedes Sprinter van #1. Tell me that's not a party van.
Well, kind of right now with the ceiling, it's a party van. And I got to show my man Austin right here. So here we go, the ceiling. Wow.
There it is. Love it. So Luis,
Party.
you guys are in Indianapolis. Tell us about the restaurants you visited today and tell us about some things that really wowed you.
So today we are at the Garage Food Hall, and this place is unbelievable. It's so well set up. So well set up. I mean, probably one of the best food halls that I've ever been to, hands down. Hands down. Everything, it's its proper place and everything. And on top of that, the restaurants that we visited today are absolutely amazing. First place we went to this morning, it's called Little Dumplings Noodle Bar. Oh, man. So good. Incredible dumplings, just absolutely incredible dumplings. They also had Dan Dan noodles that they make in house. So Dan Dan noodles are a little bit spicy noodles with kind of like a peanut sauce, and it's got crushed peanuts. It's got scallions. They can put chicken in it. It's so good. And then we also had the steam bun dough, which is they call bao, and it's got chicken thigh. It's got some pimento kimchi. So they make pimento cheese, but they put kimchi in it, and it's some cucumber slices. I mean, that place hands down certified legit. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. I mean, that chef is legit. Where else did we go? We went to a place that's called Chapati Beta, which is an Indian Pakistani place. Amazing food. Actually had a couple of dishes that I've never had before. There was and I can't remember the name of the word, but it was a goat dish that was fantastic. We had the naan, the Indian bread, which it was amazing. We had a bunch of stuff there. It was really good. We also went to a Mexican restaurant, but it's a Mexican Asian fusion that like completely left me. It's called La Chinita Poblana, and dude, we had this quesadilla that is not like quesadillas like here. This thing is like stratosphere level. It was unbelievable. Pulled pork and like these Asian the Chinese five spice Chinese spices, and it had the Korean barbecue, which is the hoisin sauce. Unbelievable. I mean, certified legit, hands down. They had this like peanut salad with udon. I could go on and on, on and on. Unbelievable.
Austin, what was your favorite thing today? What was not favorite? Let's just say something that stuck out to you.
Yeah, so the thing, aside from the food hall, I won't say too much about it. Luis already covered it. It's immaculate. Each restaurant, the story behind the name and the story behind the restaurateur is what stuck out. Obviously, the food was phenomenal. That's why they are where they're at. But every restaurant that we've been to, the name has such a deeper meaning. And that's the best part about what we're doing. Because other people don't know those things. The restaurant beside Little Dumplings did not know that the name Little Dumplings came from the restaurateur's kids. That's his nickname for his children.
That's cool.
Have the ability to use our platforms and showcase things like that. That's why we do it, and that's what stuck out to me today.
That's awesome. I appreciate you guys being out there in the weather, braving the storm. Is it snowing in Indy?
It was snowing a little bit earlier, but it's like 5 degrees, so it's cold AF right now, but it's all good.
Last question. How many restaurants are in the food hall? How big is it?
I think there's 16 restaurants right now, but they're building 2 or 3 new ones like all the time. Apparently, I mean, I'm gonna take some footage of it because I want to send it to you later. I mean, the inside is just unreal. I will certainly be back to this food hall, hands down. It's unbelievable.
So, Luis, you're a foodie. I'm not a foodie. I like
Yes.
eating food, but you know, like crazy amounts of stuff about food. You love it. You know, when we were in Vegas and we got to go to, we went to Slater's 50/50. Andy's got an awesome restaurant there. We went to Water Street Pizza, awesome restaurant. You know, getting to sit down and hear the feedback from the owners. What does that make you feel like? Because I know we've both been in marketing for a while, and sometimes you don't see the benefit of what you do at that level. Talk about your experience with like what you saw in Vegas and being in person with restaurants that we've showcased that we're helping and just the emotion of it.
Well, talking to restaurateurs, they are real people. There's real people behind these brands. A lot of people think, hey, it's just a brand name, but at the end of the day, there's people behind it. And seeing them light up when you try something and you compliment them, you tell them, oh my God, this is amazing. And one of the things that I like to say kind of as a side comment is like, I would legit tackle somebody for this. So I should be in football, you know. Uh, so, and that they just light up and it matters the world to them. Yes, at the end of the day, look, restaurants are there to make money, but that is not the first driving factor that they have. A lot of these mom and pop restaurateurs, they want to just feed people. They have this kind of like need for family, and they have this need of sharing, you know. And I remember when we were at Water Street Pizzeria, I was talking, I didn't know the owner. And I said, hey, is that the owner? I said, hey, what is your name? She said, oh, my name is Jan. And I was telling Jan, oh my God, this garlic cheese bread is unbelievable. It's so good. And their wings are amazing. Their pizza was great. Their jalapeno pop. I mean, I could go on and on. And
I think you specifically said you would stab somebody in the throat for the cheese bread. Am I right? Was that what the word was?
Close. It was in the face, but that's close enough.
So don't get between Luis and Jan and Jim at Water Street. Don't get between the cheese bread they make and Luis.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, seeing her just smile and thank me for my compliment, it matters to them because they're making an impact on somebody that, I don't live in Vegas, but I promise you the next time I go there, I am going to their restaurant because they left an impression with not only with the food, but them as who they are as people, and that they actually care. So.
Well, I love it. I'll let you guys go back to freezing in Indy. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the road. Have some success and safe tomorrow.
Yep. Sounds good. Later.
Yeah, I can't dance, but I'm back here dancing. If my wife was here watching, I'd be getting made fun of. So that wraps up this episode. But I want to tell you a couple things. Number one, go to America's Best Restaurants YouTube and subscribe and share our channel. We are doing what nobody else is doing. We're helping people like Jan and Jim of Water Street Pizzeria in Henderson, Nevada, tell their story because apparently they've got amazing cheese bread. I didn't get a chance to try cheese bread. There was a basket set in front of us and it was gone in minutes. So I didn't get a chance. I had a chance to try all the other food. It's always great. And they're awesome operators. But we're doing something nobody else is doing. We're helping you, independent owners, tell your story. And so we're looking for two things. We're looking for independent operators around the country that want to have their story told. We're not going to be in every state in the next couple of years, but obviously we're going to try our hardest. The West Coast van pretty soon is going to be relocating from the Idaho area down to Arizona, Nevada, and San Diego, Southern California, and doing a rotation there for about 6 months. Our van hits Kentucky, Ohio, and Indiana really frequently. And then we've got like a road trip this next month. That's 2 months to Tennessee, Gatlinburg, Nashville, Knoxville. We'll eventually hit Memphis and Chattanooga. But we're doing something that's really unique, and we need your support. it's really cool to see what we're doing and see it play out because I had this vision and I didn't know that I could do it. And I took a risk and we did it. And here we are rocking it out. So we got some great visits coming up. We look forward to seeing these restaurants, but also on americasbestrestaurants.com, there's a get featured page where you can fill a form out to get featured. There's also a help page coming soon where if you're a restaurant that genuinely needs this, that wants to figure out how to attract more attention, how to build a database, how to retain the people's attention, how to keep their attention on this phone on your brand, then we can give you some amazing advice and maybe help you out through the people we have on our team. The other aspect is hiring. I've had 20 or so applications the last 5 days. We will continue to get applications. We are going to be hiring 75 to 100 people in the next year. People helping with social media, email, text, website stuff like that. People also helping on camera, hosting episodes, people filming. I just got done entering somebody, Blake, about filming for America's Best Restaurants. We're going to have people that we need to help with some editing. We're going to have people we need to help, book appointments, follow up with the restaurants because you heard the testimonials. We're making an impact on restaurants. And yeah, you're right. If you're watching this and go, I've never heard of these guys. They're nobodies. Yeah, you're right. We are. But we're nobody's investing in your future. You tell me anybody else, any other company in the marketing world that is creating a media outlet to support independent restaurants and putting 40 grand a month per van into the game with no strings attached. We're doing it. We're here to help you. We hope that we can feature your restaurant. We'll see you next Thursday. America's Best Restaurants Live, 5 p.m. Thursday. Like, comment, share, ring the bell, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you later.